Today I'm brought to you on great occasion. I am here joining Cheeks and Giggles Men's Health Panel. I am so glad I was selected to talk about this. I think it's great thing to do during Pride Month, during Men's Health Month. Let's talk about men's health. Uh, Thank y'all for joining the kid. That's crazy. I just realized you guys can't really hear them, but I can hear them and they're saying some funny stuff. We have an amazing what's the word I'm looking for? Casey, words, am I right? We have an amazing panelist and esteemed panelists, and I'm glad to be amongst them. Hopefully everyone's good. Hopefully I don't mind my 30-minute delay. I did kind of share it online. So people be aware of what time I was starting. I'm not gonna take them off mute so you guys can hear me until they realize. Hey Ari, how you been? Let me give a shout out to Ari. I don't want them to, you know, I ain't gonna take them off mute yet because they might not know they off mute and they might be like, oh, they know, I'll say it. Oh man, I've been great. Oh man, it was my birthday yesterday, and my wife's birthday was earlier this month. So for those who don't know, June is normally really busy for me. Really busy for me. I do, but it's kind of oh they can't hear me. How's working? How's the work week been for you? Making sure everything is good to go for the panel. Yeah, I'm finna look at my. I hope I ain't wait too long. I'm gonna get my tickets soon. I already got my tickets. I'm talking about to the flight. I can't wait to meet you there. And you get to be my beautiful wife. You see me and Busy? Yeah, Busy's in there. That's my dog, Busy. Did Busy talk about it in the in your Discord? I thought about talking about it. I kind of like almost forgot about it. I'm glad I checked on it yesterday. He was a hot mess at MomoCon. He was slithered. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey. Almost, I should have. I can't wait for you to hear the rest of my esteemed panelists. They got me laughing. If I am not gonna lie. Bet. I guess I'm about to bring. Once she start, I'll bring y'all off mute. Right now, y'all muted on my stream, but none of y'all are up, so it's good. Negro, nigger, nah. This is supposed to be a family friendly. Nigga. Yes. Hello, governor. The book. That.
I would have been swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
Oh man. Is she married? Uh, She gonna be sad when they mess up her fruit. You know, when they start doing the grapefruit like they did the rubber watermelon. I don't know. I feel like it's. I don't know if it's true, but I saw some TikTokers say that they are messing with the watermelons, and they are not real watermelons. I don't know. It looked like rubber from the videos I saw, and it makes a weird. Yeah, but I was like, I don't know if this is real. A new scam just dropped, chat. How you doing? Okay. What's good, everybody? My name is Casey Nelson. I am one of the leaders and distinguished gentlemen of the Eclectic Crew. And you can find me on the purple app and the red app, Mr. KCL Nelson. I mean, KCL Nelson. Mr. KCL Nelson is a TikTok. I don't know how to get in that. Damn, it doesn't matter. It's Men's Health Week. It's Pride Month. You know, it's Juneteenth. You know, we got our superpowers right now. And I'm gonna pass it on next to my gentleman to the right, Ben. Mhm. That is the sex offender app Black and Orange. Not this. Oh no, chat. FL Studios. Oh, when I get my stuff back, I am coming to you, sir. How much for the money shot? Chad is asking how much for the money shot tips. It's right there. You don't see it? I'm kidding. Damn. Do they get half off of the mix? Oh no. Oh, I too am a part of that Unc and them club. I'm 30 plus. Shout out. Mhm. And my birthday was yesterday. Huh? And we're in. In 1990, you lived in one of these four apartments. Which one is the right answer? Oh, just only edit. I am very new to it, so never. I was like, people like listen to this. But I guess one of the ways I am big on like keeping it balanced. One of the ways I try to keep my mental health while doing this content thing is my wife is a big planner person, and so she kind of helped me with planning. So I try to keep myself to content content calendar and try to include editing and stuff like that, and pop ups and collabs and stuff like that. I even put my collabs on my calendar, everything. I try to be very organized. I use my tools. Huh? Hey, see what happened was I picked her up at the store. She was at the craft store. No, I'm just kidding. I found her on Tinder. I thought this was a safe. I thought this was a safe place. Like, I thought this was a safe place. I heard it's not like that in them Tinder streets no more. But yeah. Was it an E date? E date? E date? Mm. And you was like, well, since I already slid in the DMs, might as well. I'm trying to get like him when I grow up. I have not bought my first home yet. Like, it is on the way. Mm. Another thing I kind of do. Keep going. Keep going. I ain't mean to cut you off. Same, same. S- My wife was already a YouTube content creator, and she was on me day one. She's like, "No one's gonna look at a blurry camera. No one's gonna look like look at an unfocused camera. Can you see that? Then they can't see that." Like, yeah, yes, amen. Yes, 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 no, that is true. And, that's true. And I've heard this tip at a neurodivergent panel, and I guess I'll share it with you guys. This is for my neurodivergent, spicy brain people. Ride the hyperfixation wave. Like, if whatever you're going through, I'm guaranteed there is a time where you're down. There's a time where you're like up, and you going through stuff. Use that time to get your book of what you need done. I would have never thought to do that. I'm gonna take write it down. Write it down. Wow. I would have never thought to do that. I got you gonna have to send me that link because I need to learn how to do that. I go for broke with this editing thing. I did not start off as video. I started off as an audio guy, and I was like, I could tackle this video thing. He was like, I heard a syllabus. I heard a vocal fry. Take that out. Yeah. Yes. I thought this was a safe space. My capstone from my final year in college is important. I mean, simplified version, yeah. Mm. Yeah. I'm happy to hear that. You don't like where you came from, brother. I just want to appreciate and congratulate my esteemed panelists for being so open and vulnerable about these subjects. We're gonna really get into it today. We're gonna get in the bag. You can repeat it. Um, I would say, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, uh, not gonna steal your answer. When you guys said other men, I guess that is absolutely try. The ideation of a man, what you're supposed to do and what other men do, can mess you up. No one can show you how to be a man, but your definition of a man, what you consider to be a man, or what you choose to take on. You don't have to. Oh, I know there's an ongoing troll list of like, if a man do this, he gay. If a man do this, he gay. Why does that mean that he's still a man? He's still a man. He still has mother wounds, father wounds, just like the rest of us, walking, breathing, talking. Oh, that's one of the things I think you have to come with that concept in mind and understand that. Try not to lean too much on what others say, and sometimes you can't even lean on what you might need to unlearn something and reteach yourself something. Another thing is communication and mentorship, communication with yourself, communication with others, communication with other men. Sometimes we are not the most masterful communicators, and I've even fallen prey to that. I will one word, one line, someone an email quick, like uh, um, and then I guess the last thing I could say is one of our biggest issues is that mentorship and being a friend. Like people want friends, and sometimes you got to be a friend to get a friend. So, and not all friends are good for you. And there's different types of friends. Like. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Tip. Yeah. Amen. Yeah. Correct. That's crazy. That's true. He is definitely that friend. He shout out to Terrible Gaming. That's true. That's true. Scaring the hoes, bro. Let me stop. That's not it. That's not it. Should have respected. Just think of the letdown she gonna have when she find out you don't feel that way. She's gonna you gonna be the furthest thing from it. That's true. That's true. Amen. That's true. Boy math. And she go away and stop talking. Oh man, like she not gonna ask me if I love her if she was an ant. I'm like, come on. This is a real question. That's true. That's true. That's true. Yes. Yes. I feel like even without COVID, it would we would have still got here, but COVID made it faster. Yeah, something that yeah. That's why the Surgeon General is finna put a warning label on all social medias, and I kind of understand. That's true. And men's health do start with boy health, the inner child. Yeah, that's true. He won't Paw Patrol. Like, that's true. Same. G Unit. Same. Same. Exactly. That's true. They need it. They need it. With what? I have to do it to my baby cousins. Tipsy already took my answer, so I guess I got to give a different answer. Put the oil in the microwave. 5 seconds. 5 seconds. Put the lotion in the microwave. can can you send me a recommendation list? Can you send me a recommendation list? Oh, but to answer your question, dealing with stress, it is dealing with stress. There's a multitude of way to do it. My guy Fizzle, he mentioned one way was music. I've definitely done what he's done. I listen to music. I'll create music. I'll pull out my horn and just play bad notes loudly. If that's how I deal with stress, it depends on the level of stress. Depends on what activity you need to do because you don't want to have just. And I learned this in a therapy session. You don't want to have just one thing because of what if you always do that one thing and it comes you down one day it doesn't work. You want to have multiple things, even if that one of those activities don't go as hard as like I don't know, eating meat or smoking weed. I'm not saying that. And if you do anything too much, it can become unhealthy. Let's keep it balanced. So sometimes it's I want to go for a run. Sometimes I want to go for a walk, and I will walk, and I'll realize I'm on the other side of town. How did I get here? Like, um, yeah. What? Yes. What's that? I'm sure it started off healthy. I'm sure it started off healthy. What is it? I'm on camera. Why would you say that? They can see my reaction. That's true. That is true. That is so true. That is so true. Right. 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 And then sometimes you got to kind of like, where is your stress level? Sometimes it's like, That's true. It started off as healthy. I can see that. That's true. Yeah, that's true. And then sometimes you gotta gauge your stress levels. Are we talking about Doctor Now? I feel like they're on a different level. And, and a lot of them are massive manipulators at getting people to give them food. And then you have like then you have what do they call feeders? Like you ever notice like a lot of those women they do not be single. They on that show they keep a man, especially the 1,000 pound sisters. Yeah, we've seen it. They they do not be alone. And it's sometimes like to go back with your question, you gotta like gauge your own stress levels. Like what kind of stress we talking about? We're talking about you stress, like which is good stress. Like okay, I've been working out or I've been studying and I'm frustrated and it's stressing me out. That's good. Keep on the path. Or we're talking about somebody really close to me just died. All right, I need to go in the woods and scream for like I need to go in the woods and scream for like an hour straight. Like and I'll be good. Like Mhm. Need to do that. Yeah. mm. Achievement trophy. I like these questions. That was a good question. I'm gonna try that. I like that idea. What was he thinking when he did that? And why do I feel like people do that? Why do I feel like the slave masters did that to us? Like, I feel like after all the the interviews we've heard since his process, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, mm-hmm. No, no, the one that left that they don't even nobody talk about. Nobody talks about it. No, the Toya people know her name. She had a little bit of a solo career, but it's another one. It's the other one. Michelle replaced her. Latavia. I was googling. I was consorting to the Googles. Latavia. He was tapped in. That you hit the nail right on the head. That's true. That's true.
And you're like, damn, I should. It makes you motivated. It's like, okay, some things are good, but stop consuming so much negative content. A lot of people like. I'll be honest. I've seen so many people keep up with like the Kendrick and Drake, and I'm like, you spent hours breaking this down. You will never get that back.
Right. Also,
My bad, this
fuck
person.
Tyler Perry. Fuck Tyler Perry. That nigga's weird. He makes money off the plight of black women. That nigga deserves nothing in life.
Also, it's
But yeah, men's mental health.
Tyler Perry has. Tyler Perry, okay, I'll
He
say
a dual-edged sword.
he is because he did. He's put a lot of black people on. He has. I will give him that. But the way that he has painted the image of black men, I can't stand the negative images of black men. I can't. No matter.
To me,
TV,
with him, it's more of like when he does those interviews, because he at this point he knows he's worldwide known. And he's never once said in his interviews, "Oh yeah, nah, we black people aren't like this." Like he never depicts that. Like this isn't like an everyday situation with us. So a lot of people, and he knows people in other countries. They're like, this is what they think black people are like.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no, it's okay. Keep buying. Keep buying.
Yep.
I'm like, bro,
no,
just
Tyler Perry is yeah, he's problematic as fuck.
Like Kevin Hart has said, we all know Kevin Hart has said numerous times, like, I'm me. I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm me.
Right.
Period.
All black people are not Kevin Hart.
Have anything
No.
they want to share before we move on to the next question?
Yeah, I'm gonna get two things off my chest just to kind of have a parallel of like what my brother Bevins was talking about when it comes to like, okay, he had the mom and she was a hairdresser and he heard the women's point of view for the first time and he worked on that communication and just taking some things from that. My parallel to that was my mom, she was a nurse, so I kind of had some of that, but for me, it was my big brother. And you know what, guys? He's gay. So I love him to death. That was how I got, like, how I helped understand. Like, my brother showed me everything. He showed me how to talk to girls. He didn't need one, and he could get girls, but then one day he's like, you know, I don't like girls no more. I like men. What's up? So, anyways,
Right.
him always being around that community, you know, the leg booty thigh community, great community, that opened me up to a plethora of different type of people. And then women, of course, all women, even cis women, who doesn't want, back in the day, you know, you had to have a gay homeboy, and my brother was probably like one of the only ones in at my high school at the time. So I ended up being the friend of their friends. So I ended up knowing what they like or knowing, you know, and that helped me out. So yeah.
Oh, and quick thing I want to share too, a quick story.
Oh, and the second thing I wanted to share was shout out to my bro, to my right, Fresh, KK Sai.
Gang,
Keep
gang.
going. All that.
The one thing I wanted to share, real quick story. So I'm a straight man, but I was raised by a single mom. My parents met in the military, so my dad still had some time to do in the military, but
Right.
she got off her contract early. So a lot of times when you get that age where you gotta wear deodorant and stuff, like the gym start kicking in. I had gym first period, and growing up with a single mom loved Bath and Body Works, had all of them. Used to steal her lotions, and then she was like, if you're gonna steal it, you know, I'll just buy you your own so you can like have lotion, because you're gonna use lotion regardless.
Right.
But I remember the first few weeks of school, I come in, you know, luscious lavender lotion, you know, at that age, everybody's like, yo, like, that's kind of gay. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got gym first period. After gym, I don't want to smell like Axe body spray. I'd rather smell like lavender.
Oh,
Everybody
man,
throughout the- Yeah. Oh, well, it was a terrible time.
It
Terrible
takes one
days.
to attract one, you know.
Man.
Yeah, I play football.
Oh, I got you. Yeah. Say less, but you ain't gotta say nothing. I got.
I was
But at the beginning of the year, everybody thought it was gay, right? Everybody was like, "Oh, this is sus." Then halfway through the year, you know, when the heat start getting up, hey, you got that lotion? You got that lotion? Oh no, it was gay earlier, but now when you start to realize you don't, when a woman tells you stink, it hits you a whole lot differently.
hits you hard. Yeah.
Ain't nothing when you feel confident about yourself and she go, and it's somebody you like.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That'd-
hurt you.
Uh-huh.
Earth shattering.
And then here I come smelling like lavender. We came from the same class. I sweated harder. He smelled. Why can't you smell like that? You know, why can't you smell like that? Why can't you smell? I don't want to smell sweat all day. And we had gym at 8 a.m. and we running playing basketball an hour. You know we was sweaty. I don't know why they do that to kids in the first place, but damn.
Yeah.
It'd be like that for real. And
Bruh,
then,
especially.
wait.
And we still trying to learn deodorant. Oh, by the way, just in general, if anybody watches, put some deodorant on.
Yes.
Like right now.
Please.
Like,
Auntie
not-
was
take a break,
upon us.
put the
Some
phone down,
goddamn
put the
I'm
deodorant.
good.
headphones down, go in the room, grab the deodorant,
Yeah.
put it on right now.
And and everybody else, if they stink, give them a fair shot. No, give them a fair shot. Do not walk up to them, tap them on the shoulder. Hey, bro, you kind of funky.
Yeah, let them know.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta yell out to the
Yeah,
crowd, because
yeah.
sometimes, bro, some people just it happens. It happens to all of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, bro, just
Damn,
tap on the
damn,
shoulder.
somebody-
Yeah, you ain't gotta do all that. Like, you know, some niggas, damn. Hey, bro, I think it's you, bro. Just gentle tap. Hey, man, you kind of got some BL. You might want to handle that.
Hey,
And
brother,
just
what
let
you
'em
trying
know.
to do for?
That's all. After that, bro, you've done the best you can. Just don't be. I hate people who like, cause you know, once you yell it out, ain't nobody trying to. That now he's just sweating more. Now he's self conscious. Now he's sweating.
Right.
Now you can pick him out.
There you go, the one with the pig stains. Get him.
Who do y'all niggas is nervous? I can smell it.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, and last thing to add about the stress thing. Hey, take time to appreciate what you have.
Mhm.
Look around. You're in a house. You have electricity. Small things matter. Take time to appreciate it, because you wouldn't know how to operate with some of the. some people have more, some people have less. Just take what you got and make the most of it.
That part. It's beautiful.
Preaching.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So,
And watch
let me
Century
see.
Pound Life.
Okay.
bruh.
Empathy. Absolutely empathy. Okay. There's another question from the chat. It says, why do some men feel so uncomfortable around gay men, but emboldened around lesbians?
Oh, because I don't want to see two
Great
men
question.
kiss.
Who wants to go first?
Yes, that's real. I'll say it's like this, right? It's
It's the simplest way to put it, bro.
I'll say it like
up,
this. Part of it is part of it could be upbringing, because I'll be vulnerable again. I'll never forget, I was in middle school, and again, like I said earlier, I was a very like open and active kid, so my imagination and expressive. So a lot of how I express myself was just very outward, right? So I'll never forget, I was visiting my dad because my parents had divorced. I was visiting my dad one summer, and we were sitting at my aunt's house. And one of my uncles looked at me with a straight face and said, "You know, you a cool nephew, but if I find out you gay, I'm gonna take you out back and have my son beat the shit out of you, and then I'm gonna beat the shit out of you." Like,
Oh,
with
that's a
straight
southern
face.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
so
some wild stuff.
there's a lot of it has a lot to do with upbringing.
hmm
And then the other part is, I'll be honest, porn plays a part in why men are so receptive to lesbians, because yo, this is fire as hell. You got two bad bitches slobbing each other down. This shit look kind of nice. I'm trying to see what the fuck that feel like, right? So there's a dichotomy between this expression or leaning towards this will
Mhm.
get me either hurt, violated, or misunderstood, even if I'm not that way. And this expression is shown as, oh, this is nice. I like this. So you're gonna lean towards what is more nice versus something that you will deem, or other people around your circle, like men that you trust, will deem that is not good. So it plays in a scale. If any of that made sense.
I got what you meant.
100%.
And, go
I
ahead.
get that.
Go ahead.
Oh, somebody else about to go?
Yeah, I was say.
Anybody else about to go? Oh, I think there is some truth to the statement, like men do not want other men to treat them how they treat women when they're pursuing a woman. I think even if it's not really in front of their mind, I think there's some truth to that statement. I'm gonna take it a step further and say, like, black men are even more towards that stereotype than I would say some of. Nope. Can't even say that. Yep. Because I just thought about it. I could say black men are probably more into that stereotype than white men. I think I can say that with yeah. A confidence. I have to look at a
That's
survey.
what you know.
Yeah.
I can say that confidence.
That's not
without
your
looking at it.
experience. We can't say nothing about your experience.
Yeah, I can say that. But that's absolutely true what you said. And this subject kind of hits home for me because I actually watched this happen to my brother, and I saw, and I would even go as far to venture as, like, even though people, like, growing up, I didn't understand what it was. My brother was gay. I didn't. I was probably one of the worst. And this is me. I'm talking to like middle school, elementary school me, because I didn't really understand what it was. I remember getting in fights with my brother a lot, and then I remember my mom would be like, "Y'all, it's always just fighting and like physically fist fighting, like damn near drawing blood." And she's like, "Y'all was fighting," and it's like, when y'all go on the street, y'all gonna fight like that amongst each other. People gonna take, you don't want to be like that in public because
Right.
the world can tear you down quickly. So I saw that for a fact with my brother. I would watch my brother, like, I was on the football team, and one of the dudes on the football team, he snuck from practice while I was at practice to go holler at my brother, and then his homeboy saw him, and I knew Buddy had a crush on my brother. he didn't want to tell his homeboys he had a crush on my brother, so they jumped my brother when his friends kind of like caught them doing something around the corner or whatever, right?
Damn.
Yeah, so it became it was around that time in my life. I want to say that moment exactly, but it was around that time in my life where I was like, you know what? Why am I fighting this so hard? That is my brother. I've known him to be this way my whole life. He is not faking it. He likes men. That's what it is. And it took me to understand that, and it even took me longer to like understand his friends. And then I will even say for me, it's I'm still growing. I'm not like a perfect person. Like I've never been to a gay club, my brother. And I'll be honest, it's probably because of some of the stereotypes. I remember when he asked me when I was in high school, I was like, nah, because I'm like, bro, you don't understand how this being a brother of the street, being a brother of the gay boy, they already kind of think I'm sus already. So if I pop up at you at the teen gay club, how that's gonna do for my reputation at school? You know what I'm saying? So it took a lot of that growth. Now, if my brother called me up right now, I'll go in a heartbeat. No questions asked. I have a wife. Nothing to hide. But that was me just having that, that realization ties into that question what you asked. Why is it that guys just, hopefully I took something from that. Why do guys act the way they do around? And I think a lot of times it's an overreaction, and it needs to be a conversation, understanding, and there needs to be a lot more. And I feel like the world is getting more to that point now than it was, let's say, when I was young.
10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, whoa. We ain't that old.
We getting the raid, all right? I see you giggles.
We ain't that old.
Mm-hmm. All right, so I'm gonna add to it because
yeah, do your thing.
I'm a straight dude, but I am one of those dudes that will turn their head. I'm not exaggerated over it, but for me personally, and I've been to a gay bar with my gay friends. I'm straight. The thing is, for me, I just don't like men, so I don't want to see it. But I'm not. Some people are very like, oh my god. The thing about I don't know why a lot of straight men think their mentality is, oh, if he came on to him, I look better than him, so he's gonna come on to me next, which is a crazy thought. Because it's a crazy thought, but I promise you, go to a gay club and then nobody hits on them. It's like, bro, they probably was gonna hit on me. No, they weren't. The women didn't want you, and the men didn't want you.
Yeah, that'd hurt my spirit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even get it.
I know, right? It will hurt your spirit to know that you don't have any options, right? But a lot of men think they assume when they go to like well, I went to a gay club, it was nothing, but they just played a lot of music I didn't like. They played a lot of Britney Spears and a lot of J-Lo. Just wasn't my vibe. That was kind of it. And then and also they don't want to be on the receiving end. I've learned this too. They don't want to be receiving end of another man because they know how men are. We all know, we've all seen those guys who a girl can say no thank you, and they're just gonna keep pressing them. They would hate to be on the receiving end of that. And a lot of times that's a lot of gay men, some of them are like that. Hey man, I know I'm straight, man. Nah, are you sure? You sure you're straight?
Yeah.
They don't want to be pressed by it.
Yeah.
But I've had like my friend's gay, but I told him, we knew from a young age he was gay. I've known him like 10 years, and I was like, you're gay. Congratulations. But I've always he's questioned this too because he's been through like 3 boyfriends, and I think now he's married. Right. But I don't. He's asked me like, why do you turn your head? And it's like, I just don't like men. I don't mind seeing 2 girls kiss because my brain goes, I can insert myself in this.
Correct.
Right.
My brain goes, like not even in a porno sense, as in like. It's one of those confidence things. I think I have a chance, even though neither one of them wants a penis. I believe I have the answer.
Guys, you've all met that story. Touch me not. You know she not giving it up. So why keep trying? Like,
oh, a woman could look like a whole stud. Let her look just like him. Hey, I know some good pussy under there. They don't give a fuck. Men don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
God damn.
Yeah,
men don't care.
Send me in out of pocket, man. But
and also on that topic, feel free to check those men. Hey, dog. Sometimes not saying like stepping like if just ask her, hey man, you okay? She says she's okay. Move on about her day. But sometimes because some women are like they it's hard to reject a man because some men you never know how they're gonna react to rejection. It sounds crazy to us, but in their head, she rejected me. I'm gonna swing on her. Is in their mindset.
That sounds so asinine to me because I'm like, You tell me, no, I'm just gonna keep it pushing and listen to my anime music and go about my fucking day.
But you
Go on once a day.
but because we're thinking logically, a lot of people, like, once again, they don't check with their mental health, which is what this whole thing is about.
That is true.
Their
that's
mindset is like, there's no way she couldn't want me. I'm a good. You ever notice the guys that say I'm a good dude? You should want me.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wait,
They
Kazam,
can't
what was
t-
you about to say?
Go ahead.
Are you about to say something, Kazam?
Oh no, he's good. Because this is gonna be long.
Nah, hit it off.
So, like I said earlier, I'm from Texas. I'm from
Yes.
the South. I ain't from the South. I'm from the South with an F.
I'm from
right
Columbia.
outside of Houston. I'm outside of Houston. I grew up in a very small town. Very mixed. A lot of black, Mexican, and white.
Okay.
But I grew up around mostly the black side. Majority of my family's from there. So we do have a gay population. They used to throw a pride beach party in Galveston. That's where I'm from. They used to throw it every year. So, of course, I have family members that are gay. And it was weird seeing it at a very early age. But I was taught still at a very early age, like in my preteens, like, look, these people, they're them, but they're still people at the end of the day. Yes, they like the same sex, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I was taught that from a very early age. And another thing that kind of like checked me was it was this one guy. Everybody knew him. Everybody knew this dude. He was really the first trans person I had ever saw before. And dude's like 6'6", 6'6", will wear heels, a wig, but cooler than the other side of the pillow. Willie D, you know what I'm saying? He was just cool.
Yeah.
He was just real cool, but dudes would check him. Dudes would try to check him, and I seen him knock out 3 dudes in heels, in a dress.
I'm
talking about 1, 2, 3. All of them got laid out. Like he was like at the gas station on the corner, knocked him smooth out. Ever since that day, I've never seen him get in another fight, and he was always cool. He would come over to our house because I had cousins that were gay, and I had a lot of stud cousins, and they're friends, and they're cool with other gay people because they were always. It was almost like our house was a safe haven for them. They came there, they were themselves, they were excited, and I got to know a lot of them. And
I love that for them.
From that on, and like I said, I was like 12, 13. I was very young. Growing up around that and then understanding like, look, these just normal people. They kick it just like us. You ask them the same questions, but you, at the end of the day, they still people. And that's how I end up treating them. But on the flip side, I also saw how people treated them. I saw how people talked about them. Because like I said, I'm from a small town and we are very behind when it comes to a lot of things. Like it's very backwards out there. It's very old. If you know what I mean, old country,
Right.
mind thinking. So that's how these people think, and it's just like
Bless your heart.
You can't talk to people like that. And then coming up now my brother is queer. My brother's a queer man.
Okay.
And he lives his life the way he lives, and I respect everything he does. He does what he wants to do. My brother is very accomplished. I don't care who he sleeps with or who he chooses to love. All I care about is that he's accomplishing his dreams. He's doing his thing, and he has our support. He was so nervous to come out to us, and we was like, "Do you not see all the people that used to be at the house with us? Like, we don't care, bro." So he's happy. Now he's a award-winning filmmaker.
Good
My
for
little
him.
brother.
Let's go.
Oh, look at your little brother.
Congrats.
Let's go.
I love
Yeah,
that.
so-
I love that. I love that your house was a safe haven. That's pretty lit.
Yeah, I love that too.
And toxic advice from men. By the way, if they're gay, right? Hear me out. Toxic advice. That's less competition, right? Your gay friend can.
Analyst.
Oh shit!
Damn.
That's how unhinged you are.
That's God.
Look, the stream guys knew you was about to say something out of pocket. They had to.
I was like, hold Hold up.
Take that as a warning. Heed it.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Hold up, hold up,
I'm gonna just
hold up,
summarize it
hold
by
up.
saying, gay men are less competition, right? That's the scout. He can go do the scouting report. Remember how all the girls travel in packs. That's just natural. Usually somebody's got to take the L. Guess what? Nobody has to take an L. If you have a gay friend, everybody wins. He gets to make a friend. You get a girl.
So you did not heed the warning.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't know.
All right, we got 2 more questions. We got 2 more
Go ahead.
questions. I think.
All right, bet I got
so-
this.
All right, bet all you 2 questions. All right, so boom. First question: what are some effective ways that we, as a community, can challenge and kind of reduce the stigma and like barriers that are around men seeking help for mental health? Like, what are some things we can do to kind of break that down? Go ahead, B. I see you with the hand out. Go take
Pull
off.
up on niggas with therapy.
Yes.
I have this pamphlet for you.
Resources.
Pamphlet.
Pamphlet, yes. Resources.
Resources.
The biggest thing that is like the biggest contributor is to the men that think that they don't have somebody out there for them, the men that don't know that there's resources, that people that are willing to help, because there are resources are everywhere. So if you like, oh yeah, I know this this person does this, or this I forgot the link. I gotta find the link. I'll drop it in Discord. But there's a whole website dedicated to just Black therapists.
Okay, yeah, I need
And
that.
just
Yeah, please drop that one. Hold on.
and it's like it's so easy to like a quick Google search here and there is like, all right, you'll find some generic stuff, but nothing like
yeah, that's what I'm posting now. some
tailored to
generic
Black
shit.
people. But it's just like having those resources, or okay, hey, this person here, they have these events they're trying to start, or this person has a safe haven. You know what I'm saying? Things like that, and coming together and sharing those resources, or what is what's going to keep us together as a community.
For
And
sure.
if you see something, say something. You see, like,
Mhm.
if you want to hold somebody accountable, or you at a club, you see a dude giving a girl way too much attention and she ain't reciprocating, go ahead and step in. Hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you since high school. How you been? Oh, is this your boyfriend? No. All right, cool. Hey, dude, what's up? No, no, no. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had to be that guy a couple times. Actually, what was it, 2 months ago? And it was more like a, hey, bro, she turned your drink down. How about me and you get a drink? Let's talk. We here for
That's
the
true.
same reason. Cool. What you into? You got an anime T-shirt? Bro, I love anime, and like, give her a chance to escape. But
Right.
like, it's just like holding each other accountable and sharing resources are the 2 biggest things that come to my mind for it.
I love that. And I couldn't agree more, especially the speaking up. Because sometimes, like speaking from a woman's standpoint, speaking up is not always the safest option. So definitely, if you see something, say something for sure. I agree with that so much. That's so important. And and sharing the resources. For
And
sure.
when we say speak up, do not immediately try to play Captain Save a Hoe. Assess the situation before you. No, assess the situation, because sometimes they might just be playing around. You pop up, hey, get away from her, man, and you what are you doing?
Now you getting your ass whooped
They
twice.
both looking at you like, nigga, who the fuck is he?
Yeah, that's when keeping it real goes wrong.
I guess when you with your boys, share more like times when you went to therapy. You might not have to, come before a panel like us and be like, oh yeah, I went to therapy last week. But you might be close with your Ace Boon Coon and you cool and be like, hey bro, I go to therapy and I don't know what's going on. But my therapist, he specializes in men's health. You know what I'm saying? Like
even before we get to that, I want to add on. Tell your homies how you feel sometimes.
Exactly.
The close homie. A lot of times, bro, your homie asks you every day, you good? You just say, yeah.
Yes.
You really hurting on the instant. And let them just ask, hey, bro, can I vent to you real quick? And just, sometimes we got to sit down and just talk to each other, bro. Tell me you're sad, bro. When was the last time you told another man you felt sad?
Man, look. And I'm going to add on to that.
Mm-hmm.
And this is more of a, I guess, personal way. Like, okay. And I guess this is a tip for both. But if you're homie, or if you're married or you're dating a man, create a safe space for that man to be vulnerable and open with you and tell you what the fuck is going on. Because a lot of
Preach.
men don't speak because they do not feel like they have a safe place to talk.
That's
And
true.
when a man talks, allow him to speak whatever the fuck is on his mind, even if it cuts you down to your soul. Let that man speak, because a lot of times a lot of men don't speak because they're afraid to, because if I say this, it's gonna be World War III. If I say this, she gonna cut it down. If I say this, it's gonna be thrown right back in my face. And that is the one that is an Achilles heel to a man. So if we want to start creating those spaces, and that's something, and I'm always going to champion for therapy, but that's something that creating a safe space for a man within the home or within yourself or in your relationship, that will open up a lot, and a man will begin to, because a real talk, a man looks for a safe place to lay his head, and when he doesn't have that, that's where all the wild shit and the goofy shit come out. When you create a space for a man to open up and to really talk, then you really start to get into the meat and potatoes of who he really is. You start to hear, well, when I was 8, this is what was said to me. When I was in high school, this is what was done. When I was in college and I had this crush on this girl, she really hurt me this way, and now I'm dealing with this and really trying to process it. And when a man is talking to you and being vulnerable, please don't laugh at that man. Please don't laugh at
In
that
his
man
face.
and make it seem like, and please do not make it seem like it's trivial, because the thing about men, we know how to process our emotions. The hardest part for us is processing our emotions with people that aren't us, because
Mm.
processing our emotions with people that aren't us means that we got to trust you to deal with the emotion. And even when it comes to your friends, don't tell your friends all my shit. Don't do that. Don't do that, because that will, again, because a lot of times in relationships and even in family, friend, spousal relationships, we teach men to shut the fuck up and then wonder why they don't talk. So allow a man and teach a man, if you're up to it. If you're not, please direct him towards therapy.
Yeah, I
But
was just gonna say that. What
Mhm.
you? I was gonna say because yeah, understand your limit, because you might not be able to take all
Yeah.
whatever man is saying,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Yeah.
but you can lead them to the
right,
resources.
right. That part, yeah.
Oh yeah, and don't be
And
scared to
so-
say like I don't know how to deal with this.
Oh yeah, please.
If
don't.
your homie tell you something,
Please
you're like,
don't.
bro, that's a lot. I don't know how to deal with this. You need to seek med.
Right,
Tell him.
Yeah.
Please
Like I had a homeboy. He was with his girlfriend for 10 years and they bought a house, puppy, everything together. Man they broke up, and he tried to play it off. I was like, I know you, bro. You've been here 10 years. Ain't no way you telling me you're okay. And then
Right, of
eventually,
course.
yeah, I said, me and a few friends went over there and we took him
Yeah.
out for dinner and we just talked.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, we didn't stop him.
I know that's
A lot
right.
of times you try to butt in and be like, damn, she did that. Don't say nothing. Let that man
right.
continue. He was venting and he
Please.
reiterated the same thing. And that's,
Facts.
pay attention to your friends.
Yes, please.
I call it may be common sense to me, but it's not common sense to everybody. When somebody goes through something, the natural reaction is, as a man, is to pick yourself up. Yeah, I'm okay, and keep moving.
Yes.
That's true. That's true.
And secondly, on to counteract this point, do not force it out of him.
Oh no. Oh no.
If
Also,
he's telling you, oh, what?
I was going to say this, and I'm gonna let you cook because you are spitting gems, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let you cook after I say this, but please, oh, for the love, please. When talking to men, right? Please like I said, like you said, like allow them to get it out, allow them to speak, allow them to vent and have it. But also, please be sure to affirm in that man that it's okay to put down your sword. It's okay to put down your shield. You ain't gotta make buku amount of money. It's okay. Please tell that man it's okay. I don't care if you work at McDonald's. I don't care if you work at the soup kitchen. I don't care if you work at the Goodwill. please tell that man it's okay to sit down and rest, because that's the number one killer of why a lot of men commit suicide, because a lot of them do not know, and I'm saying them as in myself, do not know that it is okay to sit down and actually rest.
Mhm.
A lot of men don't feel like that.
And they go on top of that. It's okay to not know how you feel if you've never felt that type of pain before.
That's true.
Yeah.
A lot of men, when they say they don't know and you're trying to get it out of him, he really hasn't processed. You got to give him time. Like when he went through this stuff with his girl, we gave it 2 weeks. Let him sit there. Because I know you got to, when you've been, and mind you, they lived together for 3 years. So I'm like, there's a life adjustment with this. You don't just wake up and go, damn, we separated and just move on about your day as normal. You got to process, oh, I have to do this now. This is now, I'm alone now. And he was going, he said, and this was his, at the time, this was his only girlfriend throughout his entire life. So I knew for a fact it was going to be a hard adjustment in life.
Back to the dating pool. Oh man, yeah.
He never went through it. Never went through none of that. Walked in. He said the way they met was first day in high school. Saw some guy was messing with her. He beat her up. Got the girl. Never looked back. Never looked back. So he never went through the whole dating pool scene. And I'm like, I gave him 2 weeks, and he said, all right, bro, we helped him move his stuff. When we helped him move his stuff, we didn't address it, because I already knew, because we helped him move 3 days later. We didn't address it right then and there, because you just got to know he has the processes throughout the time. I'm not going to go, damn, your dad died. How did you feel? He died yesterday. I'm like, you don't just do things like, you wait, give them time to process it.
Yeah.
Because, and it's okay. It might take him long. Everybody's different.
Everybody processes different.
If they say they don't know how to feel right now, drop it. Okay, what do you want to do? Sometimes some people just want to sit there alone. Sometimes people process it when they're alone. When you sit down in your bed or you lay down and you go, damn, this is my life now. Like some people when a lot of people, it happens. I've seen a lot happens when people's parents die. Everybody's condolence. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? And a lot of times they just want to be alone. You can't do what their parents did for them, so you got to let them process it in their own way.
It was like that for me when my grandfather died 2 years ago, and he was the man that raised me. So when he passed, I was like, damn.
And it's annoying to keep having people in your face going, oh, sorry for your, what can I do? And it's like, I just want to, no matter what you do, you cannot replace another person when they die. That's it.
That's true.
Exactly. That's facts.
Even if they have a twin, the twin is different. They're gone.
Yep.
That is so true.
And the longer you've known that person, the more time you're gonna probably need to process that. Yeah. So when we helped him move, it was no talk of her, no mention of the situation. We just actually got work. That way, you could, and also if it's I'm saying this too because a lot of people, your real friends, can look at you and see that you are not okay. Well, a lot of your real friends are asking, when they say, are you okay? They're asking, do you want to talk about it now? Is what they really mean. But that's a different conversation of knowing your real friends from your fake friends. Because tell the fake friend how you feel can only go horrible.
Of course.
But a real friend, if I can look at you, what's wrong? And you like, nah, I'm happy. I know you, bro. Like,
right.
And my real friends know when we say what's wrong, I'm asking you. I'm not saying like I think something wrong. I know. Do you want to talk about it now or you want to talk about it later? But that's a different. We're in a different space though. We're very like. We can do the thing where like we'll just be like, "Are you sad?" Yeah, I'm sad. This is why I'm sad, and we just sometimes, bro. And this isn't therapist advice at all, but. Sometimes it just feels good to talk about it with your boys, how you feel. Find that group of friends where you can just be like, you know what, guys? I'm depressed today. Y'all want to play some games? And just...
Man, look.
I don't know if a lot of people didn't have that, but I was fortunate enough to have that growing up. I had the friend group where we would just kind of trauma dump while playing games. So games was always our safe haven. Playing zombies.
Today, but I'm gonna give you this.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But
Just
Go ahead.
to kind of piggyback off of what y'all saying too, when it comes to support, another thing is if you know, be there for somebody, um,
Mhm.
be available, but also be available, be patient.
That's true.
Because some people don't know, like you said, some people don't know those feelings that they have and they don't know how to express them. I had recently, I lost my job a few months ago, and I'm recently just getting back into the workforce, and I didn't know how to process that because I was so into it, like out of it, going every day applying for 10 jobs. It gets depressing, it gets dark, it gets crazy. It's just
Man.
irritating, and especially when you got a mortgage. You know, you got a
Mm.
Oh
mortgage,
yeah.
you got a my girlfriend, she works every day, and I'm like, I feel bad. And I usually talk to my girlfriend about everything, but I didn't know how to express certain things. And she was very patient with me, and she was like, well, you'll talk to me when you talk, when you're ready. You'll let me know how you're feeling when you're ready. And I let her know, thank you. I just don't know how to express the way I'm feeling. And what it was I just felt like because I'm sitting at home all day and you're working every day, I'm not doing anything, I'm not contributing, I feel bad. And that's all it was. But it took me a week or two to realize that, to really know how I was feeling. But she was very patient with me and understanding where I was coming from, and I didn't know how to express it yet. So just be patient. And because I also returned the favor with her too. Like, all right, you say there's nothing wrong, but I can clearly see there's something wrong. You'll talk to me
Mhm.
when you're ready. All right. So I'm gonna go
Mhm.
ahead and go into the next room. We both got our own hobby rooms, and we still got two other bedrooms. So we have space to just go somewhere and just sit down and be by ourselves.
Mhm.
But we also have open doors to talk to each other whenever we want. So
Mhm.
be
That's
there for
nice.
them, but also be patient.
Hmm. And
That's
one quick comment for
that's good
people:
advice. Go ahead.
when people say they want to vent, vent doesn't have a solution. Vent is just them airing it out because sometimes
Yeah.
you just want somebody to hear you out. Do not, when people are
Mhm.
venting to you, listen, don't talk. Just
Yeah.
let them get it all. Even if it sounds wrong, let them fully get it out because they've been bottling whatever they're venting about, they probably had it bottled up for way too long. They don't want how to fix it. If they ask for how to fix it, give it then, but let them get that out first. Let them get all of it out because that's been bottling up. Venting is not a solution solver. Venting, when people say they want to vent to you, they just want to hear. They just need to get it off their chest.
Mhm. They
That doesn't
need
mean they
somebody to
spring into
hear.
action.
They
Yeah.
need somebody to
Crew
listen
and,
to
Crew
them.
and I talked about that because there are people who are fixers, right? We always get this sense of people. We talked
Right,
about
right.
how you
Yeah.
need for those of you who are fixers for your own sake and your own mental health, you have to talk to those people and ask, do you want a vent or do you want a solution? It's not always going to be as clean and as cut as dry as you might want it to be, truly. But for those of you who hear people like give you all the things that are happening in their life, and then that let's try any of these 7 solutions,
Mhm.
they don't want to hear that, and you have to know that up front so that you can take that badge off, take your guard off from the situation, let people air it out. Like, that's the whole thing. When you literally vent something, you're airing it out. So there is no solution but to escape. All that stuff has got to be let go. That's what they're doing. And you have to be respectful in that situation to always look at those people and say, all right, that's what you want to do, I'm here. And then let it
Mhm.
go. I hit him with the damn, that's crazy. You gotta hit him with those a couple times.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy. And it's funny
Head
that you guys
nod.
are talking about this venting versus solution problems. I will share with you guys. I really didn't start catching on to that till I got married. So I'll go back and I look. I was like, you know how many times I just throw solutions at people? They probably thought I was an asshole. You know, like, and
Mhm.
I will be the first to tell you that is something I know I'm working on currently.
Let's say I'm a fixer, and I'm the first person to come in. Like, I will jump in your mess with you. If you telling
Yes.
me something wrong, I'm like, let me get in here, let me help you, let me fix this, let me do this with you. I'm a person who will go to war over you if you told me that something is wrong. But I'm learning, nah, sometimes people just want to be heard. You ain't gotta fix it. Just listen. So I feel I feel that completely. I
And
feel
also
you.
for people who are fixers, sometimes it sounds simple in your head, the solution, but it's hard to act on it. It may be something simple like, hey, just don't do that. That's all. They've been doing it this long. This is what they are. Like, they can't just drop something, even though it sounds simple. Hey man, get over your ex. Just move on. That's sounds simple in theory.
It's terrible advice.
I know, but some people, some you know, you tell them to eventually. Once you break up, you got to move on. It sounds, but it's easy to say it, but it's harder to do it. Type thing, because I know a lot of people. They say something like, "Oh, you're sad," you know, just. And by the way, get over it is not real advice.
No,
No.
it's not.
No, it's
Not at
not.
all.
Oh god.
No.
If anybody ever tells you get over it, ask this. There's a follow up to that, which is how.
Right.
Yeah.
And usually, when you tell people who say get over it, usually when you say how, that usually is like the oh.
Yep. Another point I'd like to add for the people that are fixers and providing solutions, and then letting people vent. Another thing to be careful of is knowing when somebody is knowing they can come to you to vent or come to you to talk about their problems, and then not actively like, okay, they went and vented to you, cool. Now they're coming to you for solutions. You give them your solutions, your time, your mental capacity, and them not following through with it, not doing anything and repeating the same behaviors. And they're just using you as somebody to just dump all of their stuff on while you're trying to, maybe I can help out, or they just need a little bit of extra this. They know what they're doing. They're going to keep on using you for that purpose of just venting. And it's going to be frustrating to you because you're like, all right, so we've talked about this. How many times? Like, this dude has made you cry. How many times? And you still ain't block him?
Man, look.
For me, in that scenario, those type of scenarios, I'm gonna give you a solution. I'm never gonna force you to act upon the solution that I give up. But I give you 3 chances. After the third one, you're mandatory venting. I'm not giving you a solution because if I can tell you, hey, if you do this, this happens, and that happens 3 times, I'm now your venter. I'm not coming. I've already told you this. We've been through this how many times?
That's something I might have to apply. That might help
It
me
works.
out.
It doesn't work for certain people, but you have to. This is protecting your own mental, because most people who are fixers are people that care. Ain't nothing worse than seeing your own friend go through a same situation than when you know what's gonna happen and you know it's a bad outcome. So I'm just gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna put myself through the time and effort to give you a solution, knowing you're not gonna follow. But I'm also not gonna drop you. You can still vent to me. I'm always gonna be here. But I've given you the tools and the assets to do this. I'll always be here, but I'm not gonna give you a solution because you've wasted my time.
Question: what do you
Also,
think
don't be
about
afraid to
like
drop 'em.
people? What do you think about people like who is just like, yeah, I'm you can't vent to me no more. Like I can't do this. If they did it repeated amount of times, and they keep coming to you with the same shit, and you're a fixer, and you care about this person, and they keep doing that. How you feel about just like saying like, nah, I'm not the person to go to anymore.
That's okay.
That's okay. I've said that to somebody.
Everybody has a cap.
Yeah.
Some people's glasses are already half full. You pouring stuff on top, you may have overloaded them.
Yeah.
Some people cannot deal, like when something bad happens to somebody they love, they cannot deal with that again. It mentally changes them. They do not want to go through that process again. So to protect their own mental health, they'll just say, I can't deal with you anymore. I can't talk to you like about this no more.
Yeah.
It's more to preserve their own, and you have to have your own safe bubble to be around.
And there's people I don't talk to on a regular basis because it's mentally draining because every time you talk to them, it's just the worst possible. There is no good outlook, no matter the advice given. So
And-
even I have to be like, look, I gotta step back.
And also, when you I just recommend this for people. When somebody is overloading you, explain how it's overloading you, because to them it just seems like, oh, he doesn't want to listen to me vent anymore.
Right,
But
right.
because as humans, we forget other people have other shit in their life.
Right.
Yeah.
You may be dealing with
That's
other
true.
things, or hey man, I have to deal with such and such. This is overwhelming. You have to. It's easier to understand something when somebody explains it. If I told you 5 times 5 is 20, and you don't question it, you're just gonna think it's 20. But if I explain to you how it's not 25. I just said that, but you get it. But if I explain it to you how this, if you add 5 plus 5 plus 5, you'll get there. You understand it better. But me going just, oh, this is this, and this is why. You should question things in life is the main point I want to get to people. Question things and always explain it because it's easy. You have less problems when you explain things. You can explain your point of view and then they can go. It's up to them to take it how they want.
That's true.
They can be mad, but they understand why you're mad. They can be happy. They understand why you're happy. They understand why they got cut off. I'd rather have you hate me and know than hate me and not know why I hate you.
Yep.
I feel that. Does anybody else have any input before we go into the last question?
Nah.
Or do you want me to repeat the question? I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know what the question was.
No way. You're not supposed to say that out loud.
You are.
Right.
We talked about this backstage.
Now we are.
Supposed to have the Family Feud cards ready.
Right.
I had the cards, but as I was asking the questions, I was deleting it so I wouldn't get like.
Oh, she was Steve Harvey and just throwing the cards.
Y'all need to know behind the scenes shit. Listen, do y'all got anything?
She said, "Survey says."
Right, that part.
Chat, how y'all feeling about this panel? Y'all digging the gems we've been dropping?
I can't hear y'all right now.
Or we just puffing smoke?
I don't know.
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Facts.
I like hearing the different perspectives. Y'all are dope.
Okay, there we go.
Cool.
Now I can hear y'all. Okay, sorry, what did you say?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
That part.
I just wanted to thank you for finding out, Robert, taking out your time to have this panel with us. Great group of guys. Enjoy it.
Thank y'all for being so honest.
Don't let this be the last time I talk to y'all, brothers.
Yeah, y'all definitely link up.
If you need toxic advice, I'm right here.
Yeah.
We just gonna make a group chat after this.
Yes, y'all should. Y'all should. I'm gonna leave this. I'm gonna leave it up and open. This VC. So if anybody wants to ever pop in, y'all all got the roles or whatever. So feel free to use the space or use whatever space, but for sure keep it going. And y'all kind of touched on this. This is the last question. Y'all kind of already did this, but what advice would you give to men who are struggling with their mental health but are afraid to speak up or hesitant to seek professional help? What advice would you give to them?
We live in a great society in this day and age where you don't really have to talk to people that much as you would think. If you don't want to go outside, because I understand a lot of people have now with the COVID stuff going phobias of going outside, start, and I'm not saying this to put anybody down, but start at a generic point and don't be scared. Like, do not be scared in the beginning when you're doing therapy to try 3 different therapists. You don't have, the first option is probably not always going to be the best option.
True.
But go to Google and look up therapists and just, you don't have to talk, just go do your research and then go to the professional with your research. Because even these people, therapists they went to school for this. They know a little something. Even the bad ones, they know a little something, but they just don't apply it. And take what you think and give it to the professional. Now, and then I would tell you to go to another professional with that same thing you went to him with. That way you have two perspectives. And then if you don't like either one, there's more perspectives. But it's more accessible now, even if you're scared of people, because there's less barriers in between. Before you had to actually walk in there, walk to the therapist's office, schedule it, and do all this. You can do all that on your phone. Yeah, they have apps for it now. Yeah. You can FaceTime your therapist now.
Yeah, that's real. I would say, I'm sorry, man.
Nah, you good. You good. Go ahead.
The way I would say it, because I always try to look at it from a homebody perspective. Get you, if not a group of friends that you have, one solid person that you can talk with first, and then don't be afraid to ask them because you have a trust with that person, because it has to be somebody you trust. Don't be afraid to ask them, or if you are that friend, don't be afraid to kind of guide them, not necessarily kick open the therapist's doors, offices, and just shove them in there. Nah, but don't be afraid to kind of be like, hey, have you ever considered? Have you ever thought about? Because again, like I said earlier, creating that safe space for a man to talk. Because I'll be honest, I know I need therapy, but the one reason I haven't jumped on it is I'm afraid to. Because if I'm gonna be open and vulnerable with somebody, I gotta trust you with my life. I don't just open up and be vulnerable for no reason, right? So if I'm gonna be open and vulnerable, my biggest fear is being open and vulnerable, and then you turn out to be a shitty person, and I'm fucked up. Worse when I came to see you, and then I gotta go do this like multiple times before I find the right person. That is
Hmm.
honestly my biggest fear. So finding somebody who you can really talk to and be like, hey, have you ever considered this? Has this ever crossed your mind? And if they say, fuck nah, don't be like, well, nigga, you need therapy. Just be like, okay, find out why when they're ready to tell you. But creating that safe space is going to be key to get men to open up. And that's just, I mean, that's my 2 cents, really.
I would.
No, absolutely.
That's solid advice. Um, for me, what like helped me before going to therapy to just get used to talking about your feelings, and even if
Mm-hmm.
it's to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I did, nobody uses Tumblr, or like not a lot of people use Tumblr. I
Oh my
created a
lord.
Tumblr blog, and I
Ooh.
would whenever I was like feeling certain thoughts, just write a post and then boom, just send it. Don't close out the app. Don't look at it. I don't scroll on Tumblr. I don't interact. I don't follow people. It's a page that nobody follows. I only go to that just to express my feelings when I need it to be
Bro, I
expressed.
have
And
I have
it got
finally
me
found somebody. Oh my
comfortable with just talking about my emotions and learning how to verbalize how I'm feeling. And that's the biggest thing. That's a
god.
lot of problem for people is like, okay, I know how I'm feeling, but how do I explain it to somebody else so they understand how I'm feeling? And that's just the really the biggest thing for me. But yeah, it don't got to be Tumblr. It can be Twitter. It's easy to have a burner Twitter nowadays. But like
Hmm.
Man, look.
yeah, having an outlet, even in your damn notes app, but
Yeah.
also look back at what you wrote to be like, okay, this is how I was feeling. Why was I feeling like this? How can I,
Mhm.
do better to not feel like this in the future? But it's
Man, I
just
No, I
thought I
agree with
was
that.
simple things like that, and
I
like
agree.
learning how to communicate and express yourself before you know being able to open up to others and try and explain that to people.
I
When
thought I was the only one
it,
who did that with the Tumblr blogs. I can feel good to know somebody else does that.
Oh yeah, yeah. People
Real
do that all
deal.
the time.
Real deal.
Um, I say for me, all these points are very valid. I like that we're talking about communication. I like that we're talking about choosing the right person. Um, you have to understand, in my eyes, if I'm even answering any of these questions correctly, you have to
Mhm.
understand what the goal is in order for you to make these right decisions in your life, right? Like these are things about the mental health thing is just looked past in general, no matter what your color, what color you are as an individual. We look past the beauty of what it means to have that mental clarity. And so as an
Mhm.
individual, when you decide to get up every day and you change the way you look at the life you live, it does something to your whole body. And people refuse to hold on
Yeah.
to that because being a man means filling all those blanks that are toxic to who we are. I just think,
Yup.
honestly, there are so many different ways to approach all of that. You know, I like to equate therapists to barbers. They all got to be certified, but they not gonna all have that okay from you. Just you have to be the right people at the
Bars.
right place at the right time. And so commonly we like to overlook the fact that you got to spend that time and that energy and that effort. And
Mhm.
I always look towards meditation. I always look towards all these things. So if you're afraid of any point of what it means to go about this route and finding a way to increase your mental health, just understand that at the end of the day, it leads to enlightenment, it leads to a better lifestyle, it leads to you being a better person. And all these little intricacies that we deal with how do we talk to women, how do I go about handling all these things, they all come from a sense of clarity. And if we neglect the clarity part, we're going to keep this foggy mindset and then try to wonder questions about yourself, like, why don't people like me? Instead, you're going to be more focused on things that are enriching and better. Like, how do you get people to like you? Do you truly give a fuck if people like you? You know, things that are going to help progress you as an individual. You know, we get lost in relationships, we get lost in friendships, we get lost in a lot of things, streaming, but the person that wakes up every day and accomplishes those things and interacts with all those different people is still you. So if you're not looking after you, then how do you ever have the energy and the effort to look after anybody else? So you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Right, you better fucking preach.
I know that's right.
That's
Fresh.
That's a fact.
Right.
Bro, spitting.
But I had to
Once
sit
again,
there and internalize that in my soul for a little bit.
Man, I'm telling you.
You better do that.
I'm over here like he talking to me. Damn.
And y'all, the easiest way to get, if you have a friend that's like going through something, it's okay to be, hey man, I don't know how to deal with this, but I think you should seek counseling. And the biggest way you can do is to make, because we always have the stigma with getting counseling or therapy. There's a stigma with it. Look at it together.
Yeah, that'll help.
Y'all are already, most of the time y'all are either on PC or on PlayStation or whatever. Y'all can just, hey man, I found this link, bro. Hit this link up. Tell me how it went. Be there supportive. I'm not saying you don't have to force them, but supporting goes a long way. Something simple as, hey, how did therapy go today? Can make a difference. Let them know, oh, that's not weird. Oh, you actually do care. Simple things like that. And then you could go off that, but you gotta. A lot of times you can't just pop up, go to therapy, because see how that sounds?
Yeah.
Hey man, it sounds different if I go, hey bro, check this link. You might want to check them out. I went there. You can do, and follow up matters. Yes. It's the difference between somebody who cares in the moment versus, hey, you sound good, but I know you was going through this last week. How do you feel now? Something simple like that. Somebody who keeps track. It lets people know that, oh, you didn't care to me just because I was venting. You physically care about me as a person when they do the follow up. Because it's not just the people who check on you when you're down, it's the people who check on you when you're up.
Yes.
I was cooking, but that's the end of it.
No, that's real.
You guys said some great things at helping guys get over their fears when it comes to mental health. I don't even know if I got anything else to follow with that. Shout out to you, brothers.
I got
beat your meat and talk to your friends more.
Hey, yo.
And don't do them at the same time. Like, stop it. You're nasty.
No.
I mean,
let me add that asterisk in there.
If
commas.
That's your thing.
You gotta put a comma in between that.
Yeah, my bad. I ain't put the exclamation parentheses in that.
And listen, you got those kind of friends. More power to you. I don't know. Like,
yeah, that's your thing. That's your cup of tea. Go ahead and stir it up. Drink it. That's you. Got it.
And also, I was gonna
Go
say, if beating your meat is your way of your outlet, invest in toys, my brother. The hand ain't always gonna work.
Oh, not even that, bro. It's a world out there because women have already women talk to other women about toys. Men do not talk to other men about toys.
Well, I'm not.
True.
I talked to my friends about them. I started talking to my friends about it, and they are understanding of it, whether it be for themselves or their ladies or anything like that.
Not as in you, but as in like the social norm, like.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna go out into Wendy's and be like, hey, check this fleshlight I like using.
But women will go, hey, have you used this dildo before? I have.
It's like, girl, you heard that Rose toy? I got the new attachment that they put on there, and woo, it took.
Is it really like that?
It's really like.
I'm about to say, I know there's some ladies that are very like shy.
Toys or no?
Nah, friend.
See, you hear that laugh?
Nah, friend.
I feel like somebody.
Thank you for the follow to the flock.
Hey, yo, police her.
I feel like I agree with men should talk to each other more so about toys and stuff like that. I feel like y'all should, and only y'all can do it. Only y'all can do it. Make it not taboo,
That's true.
and weird to talk about. Because now, while Gabba and I don't, honestly, me personally, I don't. I've gone to sex shops with friends before. Sure, maybe men should do that, and we do. There are like toy parties where like somebody is selling them, so that is a norm that can happen. These facial expressions have me weak, but
It's because
That's
eating your dick
wild.
isn't as sexy in the world
No.
as
but
women
it's not, it
touching
don't have
themselves.
to be in the world. It's just
I
gotta
agree to
be
that.
with y'all. It's just got to be again
True. No, that's
creating a
why-
safe space.
Nah. Hear me out. Fresh, I'm with you.
Exactly. No.
The thing is though, but we can get some prettier toys.
Mm.
The same.
There are some. No, there are
Some
camouflage.
women, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Some women have some really cool dildos. I'm like, bro, this glass is translate. Like some of them rainbows and cool shit. I'm like, bro, what? Dildos.
It's
The
Pyrex.
fact
It's
that there's a
Pyrex
different.
stuff. It lasts by 800 degrees and stuff. Type shit. Type shit.
Hey, yo, send me that link. Like, hey, send me
But
that
put
link.
like this, where
Fucking
the
serious
difference
type
between the
shit.
two is women can talk. If you ask a bunch of women like what are the different kind of dildos, they can list like, oh, this one, this one, this. If you ask a dude what type of sex toys out there, he just gonna say fleshlight and he gonna leave it at that.
Maybe we gotta-
like. All right. So look, y'all, if y'all want to listen, there's multiple different ones. You have your straight vagina. Then you have the one. I think it's like 3 different ones you can kind of get. You get one for the vagina, you get one for the butthole, and you get one that simulates a mouth. And then you have some that switch in between all of those too. And that's the crazy thing. They have some that vibrate. They have some that self-lubricate. They don't self-clean. You got to clean it.
Yeah, you nasty niggas, clean that shit.
Clean it. Yeah, seriously. Please clean
You
it.
nutted in your toy, clean that shit.
You get that cum residue underneath your head and you be wondering why your stuff itchy.
Grip 'em,
Clean it.
chat.
Clean it. Clean it.
Also,
And on top, sorry, I just want to add that.
Shower, you musty niggas. It's hot outside. Shower.
Too.
But
Wash
like,
Wash your
yo,
butt.
honestly, y'all also got to be honest that butt stimulation turns y'all on,
I was-
and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna go. No,
I was
no,
gonna
no,
say,
no,
I
no,
was
no,
gonna
no,
get
no,
into
no,
that
no,
by
no,
saying,
no, no,
You don't get to
I was
come to
gonna
the
frame
panel
it by
without niggas.
maybe some of the straight guys need to talk to their.
Hold on.
You don't
The
get to
chime in
LGBT
with,
guys.
hey, let me touch y'all butts more often than leave.
Niggas out like that.
That's
No,
crazy.
man.
You took that from me. It was right there. Like,
Whoa.
To be
Real quick. Let me play your butthole more and then
oh,
ring.
you stole my
Y'all
bussy
lighting
thunder.
ass.
Like,
I thought this
this was
a
the
safe
real
space.
reason. This was
Oh,
the real
God.
reason she wanted
Exactly,
to
come back. Exactly, come back. It's safe. Come back.
Safe space.
Why are you running?
Come back up
Why
and
are
get
you
ready.
running?
Hey, niggas.
why are
To
you
be
running?
100,
Run the fuck away. Like,
to,
you just ain't
to be 100, she is 100% correct.
She's
It's
1,000%
the way she
correct.
says. By the way, let me play in your butt and then
For
scurry you.
whoever it relates
Once
to.
all of your G spots is in your anus, for all the men out there that don't know this,
It
yes,
is.
It is.
Yes,
it is.
there.
For some
That's-
of you.
But it's one. No, it's everybody. It's one of them. That's what people keep forgetting.
Yeah.
It's
Let him
one
cook, let him
of
cook.
multiple.
One.
So
Yeah.
once you process that information and learn about your body and you talk to your partner, that's when you realize you have more than just that one. You have other ones out there. If you're not willing to take it that far, you know what I'm saying. You're not trying to take it up the old poop shoot. And it's fine. Some men like it, some men don't.
I don't need to come that bad.
Oh wait, quick thing on the topic of sex, real quick for men. A great way to protect your health, mental health, men. Stop sticking your dick in people that and women that or people in general that you know are crazy. If there's something wrong with them, stop sleeping with them because
We already know that.
men will be the first person to complain about a woman, but she's exactly the same problems that before you met her she had. I don't know what you thought your dick was the solution or something, but it's never gonna be the solution.
I don't.
Yeah, they did. They absolutely did.
Also, man,
Dick is
learn
not
the
therapy.
woman's body, please. Learn your partner's body, because it's different.
Nah, get yours.
It's
Get yours,
different
king.
for each. It's different for each woman. I
It's,
can.
it's
I'll
kind
probably
of
say
different for each woman.
I've only been
Sure.
with what 4 women in my life. I've only been with 4 women. All 4 of them are completely different. I had to
True.
learn each time to pleasure them in their way because the what worked on the last woman doesn't work on the next woman. You can't just go out and do you can't do the knee buckle with Tracy and then try to do it with Stacy. It don't work like that.
Why?
But if Tracy and Stacey
Nah,
are
nah, look out,
sisters,
look.
then
Why?
that one's
Something
supposed to
new.
work the same way.
Fresh.
Oh yeah, and just for those who don't know, do not ever like say I tried this on such and such. Just
Correct.
ask questions.
Exactly.
Yes.
Hey, do you
Nothing,
like this?
nothing dries up a coochie more than I did this with another woman.
Sahara.
Hey,
Don't announce it.
Hey, yo.
Don't announce it
I don't
either. That's
know.
even worse.
I don't know.
It's a thing not to do it, but don't announce
If you
it.
said
Hey,
you did
I
it with
remember I
another
tried
man,
this
it'd probably
one.
dry up just as fast.
You know what does turn on though? Ask her beforehand. Ask her what do you like, and then right middle sex when you're doing it, confirm. Hey, is this how you like it?
Yeah, exactly.
One and then you don't have to confirm by saying it. A simple like if you going down there, put her hands on your head. She'll adjust. Promise you. If you put her hands on your head, she'll know what that meant.
Listen, just listen. They'll
Hands
tell
on
you
your
move to the left.
Not
move to the
chat
right.
said we need to have
go down.
another installment of what did you
Talk to.
Nah, that- meat buckle. They want to know they want us to do Bussy 101 after this.
Nah, get out. Nah, next subject. Next
Wow. I thought this was a safe place. Like,
Get the fuck out of here.
Not Bussy 101.
Okay, before we move on, please, everybody, please get tested if you are having regular sex. Please get tested.
Amen.
Yes.
Get tested on the
Oh my
regular,
God.
even if you're with
It's
one
free,
partner,
bruh. It's free.
go get tested.
And-
most
get-
cities do have it for free, and they come within like a few days. It's gonna be
and get
that
the HPV.
that penis and that
Oh, yeah.
is gonna be there in a few days. I promise you.
Hey.
You have a clear peace of mind to go ahead and do what you gotta do.
Hey, nothing feels better than show me your papers, and they have the papers.
Exactly.
Yo.
So we
This-
skipping over nipples.
What? How did we get
We
here?
didn't get there. We was working. We started.
Gamer, we'll talk to you.
I guess that's
after
a
the
part of
show.
men's
Yeah, I
health.
was
So
gonna say,
anyways,
okay.
Yo, I said it was a
We gotta
bad
have
god.
You know what I heard now? You know what I heard in that sentence? I heard in that sentence, somebody ain't doing it right. I need to preach it.
That's exactly what I heard.
No, I
No.
listened, I said that because like certain men think it's also not okay to not, get their nipples stimulated. So I just added that along with
Oh, you meant on us. Oh, you meant on us.
Yeah, no.
I knew she
wasn't
was a
talking about
freak
women.
when
I
I met
wasn't
her.
talking about women.
I knew she was a freak. I knew it.
She do it all, bro. She do it all.
Because I knew she was a motherfucking freak when I met her.
She take control.
Because I know she be biting them shits. That's
She
exactly
take pride. She one of the ones to take pride and say, I made him nut. She take pride in that.
That is exactly she cried.
Look, I mean, I think
She be pointing her little homegirls. I made that little nigga nut.
Look, I think
He was almost there, and I just went.
I said, go. And that was it.
Not go. Hey, yo.
So before we segue into the next question,
You should have
Yeah,
put
wait,
more
wait,
questions.
time out,
She should have put it in the
time out.
damn Google form.
Tell her, preacher.
Freak the yeah.
Time out.
Listen,
Yo,
I'm sorry.
listen, no, please don't be. It is all. It's a free for all. I don't have no more questions, but I do before we get into whatever the fuck we finna get into. I do want to
Not
thank
that.
y'all so
shit.
much for taking the time out and for being vulnerable and being open and just agreeing to do this. I think it's so important to see not only men but Black men talking about mental health is so dope. So I really thank y'all for being vulnerable and coming here. And yeah, we could talk about nibbles and titties now. So go for it.
he was playing chain together
I ain't got
before it was on
the
Steam.
facilities for that.
Wait, hold on.
I am skinty.
Bevan's just trying to say something. Go ahead.
You gonna suck my rib cage.
Hey, let me ask my wife if I have permission to just remain in this conversation. Hold on.
Hey, that's loyalty right there. That's loyalty right there. That's the type of communication we need to see.
I like that.
I feel like the best way to answer this question and the question before about the other one is if he not asking about those things or want to do those things,
Don't do
that's
it.
his loss. and move on. So
Yeah.
let's move
Felt.
on to another topic, such as
Respect my boundaries.
Okay, and I want to say this.
Actually,
I want to say
yep.
this too. This is one thing I talked about with my friends and our partners. We all kind of talked about this together. Stop lying when it comes to sex.
Mm.
If you don't
yeah.
like something, speak up. Hey, I don't like that. Hey,
Yeah.
I didn't finish. You know, just talk.
Right.
Just be like, listen, look, when you do this thing, it hurts. It does not make me.
After
Right.
after sex, bruh, should be like every like a
It should be a
basketball
press
game.
conference. It should be a press
Yeah.
conference. We should sit
How
down
was
and
how
ask the
how was
question.
how was my performance out there? And they should be able to. And by the way, you not gonna knock it out the park every time, bro.
course.
You gonna have
Hell
an off
no.
day. It's
Hell no.
eventually one of you gonna have a quick one, and it's normal, bruh. Every pussy don't like you. Keep it a
Exactly.
buck. Every coochie like a different dick. It may not be yours. And y'all just not being sexually compatible is a thing, and people need to start talking about that.
Mhm.
Congratulations, you made this woman come. That woman over there not gonna come to that penis. It just is what it is.
Fellas, do not be ashamed of toys. They are your best friend.
They are.
Especially when you're tired. It's okay for you to be tired.
You're not a
It's
robot,
okay for you to
nigga.
say no. It's okay for you to just not want to be in the mood. And that's when you pop
Yeah.
up the toys. And
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Get it cracking, and it go crazy. And then sometimes doing that gets you in the mood. And you didn't
Always
even
make
think
it
about
fun.
it. You didn't even think, like, look, I see her feeling good about herself. Now I'm starting to feel better, and I'm starting to get into the mood because you need foreplay too. Just not just her. You need the foreplay, and sometimes
And
the
men-
best foreplay is the foreplay for women.
And
You
men, just so
give
you
them that
know, hold on, just to add on, men, just so you know,
Oh boy.
when she shows you the toys, do not act stupid. I know it's a lie because every woman has multiple ones. You ask questions. Don't be like, "What the fuck, you freak." Don't do nothing crazy because a lot of women have multiple toys from multiple
stop,
scenarios.
stop kink shaming.
Talking to
Stop,
women like
stop
this.
kink
That
shaming.
is not my question. My immediate follow-up question. That is not my question. My immediate follow-up question is: so, do you want to be folded up like a pretzel? Some
people are like, most men think like women have like maybe one or two dildos, but some women have a whole dresser drawer.
Mhm.
Today's
those
this one.
Monster.
Those
You
men
be
sound like
juking
they're
on your
still in
shit
high
with
school.
Please.
What?
Please.
Nah, listen.
No.
I done,
Some
I done
men are
seen
like that,
bullshit
bro.
that
I've
is
heard
They have a
horse.
collection like that for what reason? To show other people their collection.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's like
It's
Legos
not
for them.
because I'm thinking the jackrabbit will do suffice. Like, nobody's doing that shit.
What?
They use the same motherfucker and clean it with the same.
I don't even think
fucking
that.
rag,
I'm not
so
gonna
it's
lie to you,
even
bro. I don't even think that. I think they all just broken and they should don't want to throw them away.
God,
Well,
women had their favorites. They had their favorites.
I promise
They
you,
go,
I
they have a
promise you,
go-to.
there's no woman keeping a broke dildo around. I promise you, it's getting replaced.
How the fuck did you break it?
Somebody probably keeping one though. Somebody probably keeping one.
Somebody
So I
answer the
can
question.
guarantee
How
you.
did you break it?
That's why women don't have any.
Right,
I'm not broken.
exactly.
I'm just saying, like if it has broken some way somehow, ain't nobody keeping that. I'm just.
See, luckily I'm a
that's all.
childish person, so when I find a dildo, I just play lightsaber with it.
Damn.
I'm not childish.
But-
Yum, 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 yum.
Yeah, I hit my dog on one. Like I hit up to my.
What the dog doing?
Some women don't have dildos.
What
you
the
know.
dog do?
What it was, we were
Oh, my
when we moved in, we were just trying to organize everything, and then we got to that section of the house. If you and he was just starting to be by, and I picked it up and I popped it. It wasn't hard. I'm not abusing my dog. I love my dog.
It
to
wasn't.
death. It's clean. It was clean. All of them were clean.
Officer, lock that. Officer, he's there.
Lock
Yeah,
him up.
but-
Lock him up.
You go in the jail.
This is what happened when you watch Beastars.
Oh,
I'm
I've
crying.
never seen
I
this.
am
Song.
crying.
It was a crime when he repeated the story to us. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
Men,
Ooh-wee.
start to learn what these toys are too. Learn what they do. Learn the different modes. Learn about
Ask
you.
questions.
Find
Learn
your
the different
find
modes.
you one. You know what I'm saying? You see your girl with one, find you one. Go look online. Don't go out and buy $3,000.
Yeah, bro, stop buying them whole torsos.
with with the self cleaning. Don't start off in the big leagues. Start.
Nah, stop buying those. Stop buying the body ones that are molded after a real person's body.
I mean, some people are lonely and they need
People
it.
like that.
They want
That's a
to
bit
with
much.
it sometimes. Yeah, it is a lot though. But that's them. Don't kink shame. Don't kink shame.
Mm,
Some people might get off to that.
true.
Some women,
Nah.
I've seen the
Shame.
Some women will buy those things for their men to watch them use it, and that's another thing
Yeah, I've
too.
seen
Like I
that.
said, that's another form of foreplay. Foreplay is very, very important. That's just one key component of it. Watching, not only doing it to each other, but also watching each other do it to yourselves.
Oh my
It's a great
goodness.
form of foreplay.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
As
One
I
thing I found, and I've done this. Play strip rock paper scissors. It's actually kind of fun. No,
Oh, y'all was bored and horny. That's what that was. Y'all was horny and
No,
bored.
no,
I'm too
just
competitive.
try it.
I'm going in.
Too
I'm using my
competitive,
tricks.
boy.
I'm serious.
The
I'm so
whole
serious.
family here looking at toys. What?
Try it.
Huh?
Wait, hold
The
on.
whole wait, what?
Wait
I
a
don't know.
minute. Wait a
No, you guys gotta
minute.
read- you gotta read the chat. You gotta read the chat, Cookie.
No, that's not. That's
It's okay.
Oh.
toy time is not family time. Toy time is not.
Yeah, I don't use toys because I'm a virgin, so I don't really have anything to say. towards
God is good. Amen. Amen.
Right.
Open your Bibles.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Man, if you don't go get you a toy, virgin or not,
He's lying.
you better go pleasure yourself. Have yourself a good time. Buy yourself a drink.
Period. All right, y'all. I'm finna rate out. I'm a definite here, but by all means, continue on. One more time. Let's go around, y'all. Let the people know where they can find y'all real quick. And all of their links is pinned right now. So as they go, make sure you follow. All right, go ahead.
Follow, like, subscribe. What's good, everybody? It's your boy KCL Nelson, variety streamer. I think of myself eclectic personality streamer, and I'm also the distinguished head gentleman of the eclectic crew. If you choose to subscribe, follow me on all the red platform, KCL Nelson, purple platform, KCL Nelson, Twitter, KCL Nelson. I probably got a Facebook somewhere, TikTok, Mr. KCL Nelson, and yeah. If you didn't take anything, thank you for the follows. I'm gonna pass it on to the next person.
I'll go.
All right, who's next?
That's better.
Me? Oh,
it is
oops. My bad.
it's not cool. I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off. Oh snap.
What have it?
I guess. So it's Rizzle Fizzle. Same name on all platforms except for SoundCloud. So if y'all need beats, hit me up on Riz Duffiz on SoundCloud. And I'm just a nigga that be screaming at the microphone at the goofy as shit. So yeah. that is what
Type
it is.
shit. Go ahead, B Evans, Bevins.
I want to make sure this it's your boy B Evans. Some people call me Bevins. Don't matter if you say it right, as long as you say it nice. I'm a random nigga on the internet that be spreading positivity. You can find me on all platforms at B Evans 1221. And if nobody told you that, you're beautiful, you are loved, and I hope you took something away today.
Also, please come get you some coochie or some dick, whichever you
Hello?
prefer.
Why not both? Like, no.
Why would you wait till your turn?
Yo, he already went.
I already went. I'm just adding that tagline on.
Yo, Fresh, go ahead, Fred.
What's up? Hey, yo.
What it do, y'all? It's X Big Fresh X. I appreciate y'all for stopping by, getting your gems as they were. Make sure you follow me on twitch.tv/chicks and giggles.
Oh,
That's
fucking
where I'll be
okay.
doing most of my shit.
Hey, yo.
If you search X Big Fresh X and it pops up, that's me. If it don't pop up, then I don't know what the fuck to tell y'all. We got things to work on. I like podcasting a lot, so I'm gonna say this here.
Hey, Luis Gama. Thank you for the follow. Thank you.
This shit fitting to pop off. So if y'all don't know,
And I definitely follow
nothing
back.
about the podcast, it just gets better.
Took me a minute to find the mute button for
So enjoy
Discord.
that.
My button wasn't working.
Type shit. 9/11 was an inside job.
Type shit.
Type shit.
All right,
For sure.
Tipsy. game, my boy. Go for it.
All right, what's up, y'all? I'm that boy Tipsy. Get with me. You can find me on all my social media platforms. It's just DATBOITIPSY on everything. If you found one, you found them all. I do pro wrestling. I play story-based games on Twitch. I do tech content on YouTube. I'm kind of all over the place, whatever you like. If you didn't take anything away from this, wash your ass, brush your teeth, and it's hot outside, so you musty. Smell yourself sometimes, and I hope you have a good day.
Don't
That
forget the
part.
deodorant.
Appreciate the words. Appreciate the words.
That motherfucker.
You're last but not least, my love. Go for it.
All right. It's me, Kazam. Yes, the genie. It's the same thing. You can find me at Kazam07 or Kazam409. It's jumbled up everywhere. Either somebody has Kazam07 on one platform or Kazam409 on one platform, so it's different everywhere you go. So if you search for me and you don't see me, try the other numbers. I will start streaming again. Will most likely be on stream tomorrow morning playing some Destiny 2. So come holler.
Brother.
Hey,
I love that.
relationship game. That's my abuse. That's my abusive game. It abuses me, but I keep
That's
going
fine.
back to it.
I got Tekken for that.
Oh no, that's just a physical abuse game. It just comes and beats me and then leaves.
And you just gotta watch it. Just watch it. Just wham.
It's like a dark skinned man and a
Unhanded me.
All right, y'all talk about yourselves. I'll be right back.
I need my light skinned gardener.
We not gonna leave out of here without thanking our host.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for finding out why we put this together.
Absolutely.
You see the wisdom in the chat. That's my
That part.
You like me, you don't love her. Period.
So we're gonna thank Crew for setting up this very special panel for men's.
Very special.
Very special. So thank you so much, Crew. I know I really enjoyed it, and I'll let the men speak for themselves, but I feel like they did too. Y'all say what's on your heart. I don't know.
This was fun, and make sure y'all remember rent is due soon.
Hey. Don't bring up. That's bad time.
Let's destroy your mental health right now. Rent is due soon.
Hey, yo,
Too
Fresh,
soon.
you might have to come up off that toxic King Throne, friend.
Oh,
I
that
think you
just
better
remind me.
do-
My birthday is.
Your Xfinity, your cable, your internet is due. Your BG&E coming up soon. Pay that now.
That easy to
My
pay.
birthday was
So money in
yesterday.
niggas' pockets,
Your
period.
car note, your phone bill, get it all done now.
Hold on. If you know a single auntie or a lonely
That's crazy.
older woman and is looking for a sugar baby, send her my way.
Oh yeah, the OnlyFans is $5.99. That boy Tipsy as well.
Yo, Red said mute this man. I'm crying. I'm in shambles.
Wake up.
I need to-
It's the first of the month.
And on that note, I'm gonna braid out.
Yeah, hey yo, Casey, who you rating out to? Because we could double rate. What's
Yeah,
up?
let's definitely raid somebody.
Get them from both sides.
Let's do